Hello, this is Barnash here with an explanation of assignment 1. This is my student ID, and let's get straight into it. In question 1, we are loading the data. So we are getting the data into a data frame, basically reading the data from this file. And ages are extracted values of age table. So basically, ages are NumPy array is a NumPy array. So here we are making a manual calculations. Why do we do a manual calculations? We are here calculating mean and median because we need to analyze the data before we pass the data to the machine itself to maybe identify some outliers, maybe see that the data is skewed or imbalanced. Basically, we need all that. Right. I don't think I need to explain this because this is really simple and I'm just wasting time on this, right? Basically, everything is straightforward. uh, for example, like median is calculated. If it's odd number, I take the middle value. If not, we take two values, middle values, and divide them by 2. Anyway, question 3, same thing, but using NumPy. This is crucial in machine learning because data sets are often very, very big, and we need something that uh, performs those calculations reliably and much faster than manual calculation. And these perform much faster, right? Now, question 4, we visualize the data. Why do we need this histogram? Because we need to analyze the data. For example, now we can see that the data is skewed. Now we can see that the mean is greater than the median. For example, that another evidence that the data is skewed, right? I don't think I need to explain this either. So here I'm like making a figure 10 wide inches, 10 inches wide, 6 inches height, right? Filling up the histogram with values, plotting lines, everything, you know. Now here, why it shows that the below is 33, not like 30 and 70, because this is approximate because the data set is small for percentiles, and percentiles cannot simply land. I mean, in most cases, cannot simply land on the exact data point. They will be approximate most of the time. Now, broadcasting, we are basically applying to the each element, this applying to the each element, same with this. And here we are uh, creating a whole new feature, right? And here we are normalizing. Why do we normalize? Because sometimes some features can be more important than others, and we prevent that. Now here what we do is we are segmentating, so we are separating data into groups, basically, right? We apply conditions, and this way, if we need to work on certain groups, we can do just that with the segmented data, right? Why did they do it like this? Because it was the first thing that came to mind, not to clean it up, but to just copy paste how it is. Yeah, first thing that came to mind. Um, Now, the end of the pipeline, here basically we are making the machine model, we're making the model linear regression to learn and to make predictions. Here, this is our input, this is our output. Um, we need to reshape this because it needs to be 2D array. Here we are separating the data in training and testing sizes, in training and testing, right? And here we're fitting the data and we're telling it to predict the weight, right, with testing values, which is 20%. Um, Here we are getting the R squared, which shows basically not how accurate, but how much sense does it make our predictions? How much sense does our predictions make? And here is like this is our errors basically. So basically what this shows is that it's off on average by 12 kilograms, and it's um, 75% performing worst if we would just assume that each age's weight would be just the average, the mean, right? And it kind of makes sense because the whole data is skewed. There's a lot of outliners we can see, and outliers, sorry, and also whatever, and also we can see that what did I want to say? Sorry. There's a lot of outliers. Oh, and it kind of makes sense that yeah. What I wanted to say that it kind of makes sense because there's not much correlation between age and weight most of the times, right? Most of the times there's not much correlation, so it only makes sense. Um, yeah, I think I explained everything perfectly. I did not fit into the time frame, but hope it's okay. Okay, thank you for watching. Goodbye.